On this episode, I'm going back into the archives to the Retro Collection. You remember the Retro Collection, right? It's where I met this guy, Dan, who convinced me to buy into this place, which now became this place, and coronavirus brings me back to this place. A 1962 Chrysler Imperial Lebaron. I was always a muscle car guy, and I liked cars from the 40s and older as well, but I never really liked the jet-inspired stuff from the 50s and 60s. Well, they say your taste changes when you get older, and this thing is just badass. This car is the jet age. Everything about it screams the Jetsons. The swooping chrome above the taillights travels all the way back to the rear, and at the rear are some of the most unique taillights I have ever seen on a car. The outside is one thing, but the inside is where things really get interesting. A lot of modern cars today have those dial transmission selectors. This car? Badass wings with buttons. AC controls are on the other side, and those AC controls were a $590.20 option in 1962. If you adjust for inflation, that's $5,044.35 in today's money. All the knobs and switches for the lights and stuff look like you're about to launch a missile at a Soviet fighter plane. Look at the door handles. Are you getting out of the car, or are you throttling up for takeoff? Oh, yes, and of course this almost 60-year-old car has factory power windows, which was a $125 option, or about $1,070 in today's money. Fun fact, Chrysler had a dedicated assembly plant for Imperials up until it was closed in 1962 due to failing sales. The VIN on this car shows that it was one of the first to be made at the Jefferson Ave plant in Detroit, Michigan, where the Imperials continued to be made after the previous factory closed.
My name is Frank Bird, plant manager of the Jefferson Assembly Plant. We've brought Imperial Assembly over here for a number of very good reasons. We wanted the Imperial body to have the proved advantages of the 7-dip and spray processing that every Chrysler unibody gets. Now it has them. We have wanted to be in a position to build and deliver Imperials to a schedule you will like. A schedule that is never possible on a low-volume operation. We can do this now.
According to Dan, he says this has a 440 Hemi. Not sure on the power, but I'd say around 360 or so based off the engines of the time. This car also has something else big, the amount of rust. It's bad on this car, and I'm sure there's more that we can't see. Would this car be worth saving? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I don't know these well enough, but if it's something that someone likes, then the sky is the limit. It's not like you could just go down to a dealership and pick one of these up anymore. Speaking of which, back in the day, this car would have a base price of $6,422. Based off the options that I can see, and there's probably a lot more that I can't / wouldn't know how to identify, this price should be around $7,368.10, which is, you ready for this? $62,974.08 in today's money. This car is about as luxury as you can get for the time. It certainly did not come cheap. If you had this car new back then, you were a somebody for sure. Today, it doesn't look like it just came off the factory line. It's sitting in Florida, rotting in style. A lot of style. Like what you see? I have plenty more videos in the archives coming. Don't forget to like and comment, and if you really like this kind of stuff, please subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.